That's the most wrecked I've felt in a while. That was really bad. When programming that, I knew the 55 calories at the start would be like bad. You had to hold about 1450, 1500 calories per hour for the 2 minutes 30. And then it was like, like the whole purpose was to try and recover back into the burpees. So you might start off a little bit slow. The first round was good, like the first row was good and it felt good with the burpees. The second one hurt, but the last 2 rows hurt. Oh. Look at this. This year they're celebrating the 25th Pokemon anniversary. And I saw this jumper and they did a collab with Levi's. And look, it's like proper... That's cool, isn't it? Started watching season 1 again on Netflix as well. Right, it's been about, no joke, 20 minutes of contemplating life on the sofa. I had some biscuits and some sweets from the sweet drawer. Look, this is our sweet drawer right there.
Snack.
You know what? The foreign sweets are the best sweets. Whatever country these come from, these are my favourites. Look, the best fizz. Best fizz. That cupboard is the most open cupboard in this house, by the way.
Yeah.
Open and closed. 20 toaster bar, 20 dumbbell snatch. You go, I go, 5 rounds. I don't know how I'm going to manage, to be honest. That one really ruined me. On a scale of 1 to ruined, I'm ruined +1. Oh,
I'm gonna put a different jumper on.
What is going on with friends and family on the internet? It's another week, it's another news video. I guess we're kind of doing weekly updates. You know, there's not too much going on, but I get enough news during the week to
make a real cool video for you guys.
And by cool, here is a diagram. You know, diagrams make you look smarter. This is me. This is the CrossFit news and random stuff that I'm into. And this is you lot. Just trying to take it all in. Now, as I previously mentioned in this video, this year is the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. I can still remember playing the Game Boy with no backlight, and you had to get the light that came over the top. You couldn't play it in the dark and it would reflect. I was a Pokemon Yellow. Kind of divided the youth, you know, Pokemon Red, Blue or Yellow, which one were you? I'm not going to go on about Pokemon forever, but just a couple of big bits of news to come out of this 25th is that we are getting more games at the end of this year. But the coolest thing to come out of the celebrations for me was the Post Malone virtual concert experience. It's here on YouTube, it'll be first link in description if you want to go watch it. And it's where he first premiered his new song, I Only Want to Be With You. I only want to make these vlogs for you. Hey, smash that like button. But now, if you're a Post Malone fan like me, I can't get enough of the dude. This song's a banger. And I can't wait for him to release more. Right, in other news, something that may blow your mind is, a year ago to the date of this vlog, was our last normal week and nobody knew it, especially for here in the UK, you know, before we went into lockdown and anything like that. This was our last normal week. Yeah, what 100 years that year has been. Gee whiz. In other news, I really want this to happen. We had this week Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson saying that he would run for president if that's what the people wanted. He told USA Today, I would consider a presidential run in the future if that's what the people wanted. I truly mean that, and I'm not flippant in any way with my answer. That would be up to the people. So I would wait, and I would listen, I would have my finger on the pulse, my ear to the ground. If you get this next bit of humour, you're on a level with me. I think he'd make a solid president, but I'm not sure he'd deal with the paperwork.
Just a little rock, paper, scissors joke for you.
That little insert there, great movie if you know that. We're also on the same movie wavelength. And then in another bit of news close to home this week with Hustle Made, after a lot of back and forth and creation, we have the final logos for the Hustle Made Coffee Co., which will be coming soon. And I'm a big fan of it. The actual artwork that's surrounding the brand was done by one of my friends from school who's just a talented artist. And we're just getting the final things done with the delivery boxes. So that will be coming in the next couple of weeks for the people in the UK, and we're sorting out American distribution to be a couple of weeks after launch here in the UK. I hope you're excited for it. Like, I'm super excited for it, but, you know, I hope you are. Right, now in actual CrossFit news. Hey, made it this far in the video, thank you. You know, some of us thought we'd never make it to this point. In this week's CrossFit news, after last week CrossFit announced the headline sponsor and title being Noble, we saw their second release in partnership be announced with Whoop, where they announced a multi-year partnership with Whoop being the official wearable of CrossFit. So that news, all I can say is Whoop. As you can see, I tried Whoop for a while and it just didn't ever sync. I mean, I'd try it again, but just for the 2 weeks that I had it, I literally couldn't figure it out. In some dad strength news, this is absolutely incredible, blew my mind. Sam Dancer hit a PR on the back squat of 405 pounds. 184 kilos. I know what you're thinking. Some of you were like, what? Like,
he's a tank, that's not a lot.
You're right, he didn't just hit it for 1 rep. He hit it for 25.
Oh, okay, goddamn.
In the post, he said he's about to be 34 years old and he's only getting better. The amount of strength it takes to do a 184 kilo, 405 pound back squat for 25. It's not just in your legs, it's in your core, it's in your mind. It's absolutely, when I saw that, I was like, that needs to be like top of the news. Unreal. In some competition news, we've had the dates announced for the Rogue Invitational. They will be on October the 29th to 31st in Austin, Texas. And it will be bringing all the glitz and glam that it usually does. With the Rogue record breakers, the strongman competition, the CrossFit competition, legends events and showcases, Ollie lifting and powerlifting showcases. It's going to be a banger. And related to Rogue, they this week gave us the Cliffhanger challenge, where basically you just hang from the bar for as long as possible. We've seen a couple of games athletes do it. James Newbury, he held it for 3 minutes 25. Justin Medeiros said he broke the 3-minute barrier. Come on. And Tia Claire Toomey saying that she had a light dinner last night so she could do this today. Basically, this challenge is just telling us to get a grip. I'll be here all week. No, I won't, because I'm only here for once a week news videos at the moment. And now in some bite-sized snippets of news. After last week's announcement that the prize purse is going to be the biggest one ever, Matt Fraser on the Matt Savon and Josh podcast this week, let us know if he's going to be coming back.
The prize purse would have to be very astronomical for me to even consider going and competing again. Even if the prize purse was like an even million, I would still, I'm not even really considering it.
I think that's a solid no. 2, Carrie Pierce, the 3rd fittest woman in 2020, showed us a bit of her past, and I think it's flipping amazing.
Carrie Pierce, hometown girl out of Ann Arbor. Round off entry to the board, full twist, huge landing.
And just this past week, Cara Saunders celebrated her anniversary with Matt, her husband. But the one thing that I thought was pretty cool, and people may not know, they shared it, so I'm going to put it here just in case you missed it, is that they both have matching avocado tattoos on their ankles.
Get to Del Taco. They got a new thing called free shavacado.
Say something.
Free shavacado.
And Matt's calves are smaller than Cara's. Now in some injury news, James Newbury's had to undergo an arthroscopy of his left knee 8 days before the Open. On his recent Instagram post, you'll see that it's bandaged up, and here's what he had to say about it.
Okay, a few questions coming through about what I did to my knee. Basically, last year at the ACC, I fell off a box, jammed my knee into the ground, and it basically took a little bit of cartilage, sliced some cartilage that didn't come away completely. A few days ago, I was doing some box jumps, and I felt something in my knee, kind of jamming my knee up. So I tried to keep working out, tried to work out again the next day. My knee kept locking up and getting stuck. I couldn't really bend it. So went in, had a look. Yeah, there was a bit of cartilage floating around that was stopping my knee from bending. So yeah, I had no choice, had to get it taken out. Otherwise I would have, potentially been stuck halfway through a workout in the Open and not been able to move my knee. So bit the bullet and decided just to quickly get in now before the Open starts, just to get some cartilage removed. Instead of finding one little bit floating around, they found half a dozen. So all cleaned out, all cleaned up, and yeah, now I'm just recovering.
Okay, and then to finish off today's video, we're going to talk about the Open. The Open's only 8, 7, 6 days away now. 6. But Dave Castro has been doing this thing where he gets people to talk about why they're doing the Open this year. He got a very famous name to do it, Max Greenfield. He's an American actor. I mean, you may know him from any one of these movies. And I thought his response was genius.
Complete name, Max Greenfield, trained at Brick CrossFit, West Hollywood, that's my box. Just relaxing here after a WOD. Not a particularly tough WOD. I'm on some new programming, it's fine. It's pretty cool, you check it out online. But doing the Open again this year, very excited, many goals this year. But one remains the same. Not a lot of people know this. There is a demo team for the demo team at the games, and I feel like I keep getting overlooked. Dave and I have talked about it, a little bit here and there. I've emailed him, he hasn't emailed me back. But this is the year that I impressed Dave in the Open, and he says, I'm put that guy on the demo team. So I'm excited about that. That to me is it doesn't feel like I'm shooting for the stars, but at the same time, that's the
My favourite part. Yeah, me and David talked a bit. I sent him a couple of emails. He never emailed me back. No. But yeah, speaking of the Open, it's going to be more expensive this year if you make it to the quarterfinals. Not only will you pay the $20 registration to do the Open those 3 weeks, but then the quarterfinals a couple of weeks later to do the online competition, you have to pay another $50. What are your thoughts on this? Put it down below. I'm always happy to read them. And then speaking of the live in-person semi-finals, we've had those announced. Here in Europe, we've got the Lowlands Throwdown and the German Throwdown. For the Americans, West Coast Classic, Granite Games, Atlas Games, and the Mid-Atlantic. Torium Pro for Australia, Asia Invitational for Asia, CrossFit Cape Town Fittest, CrossFit Fittest in Cape Town for Africa, and the Brazilian CrossFit Championship in South America. And that's where I'm going to end today's video. One massive thing that I forgot to mention that it's just you guys and I needed to say thank you for was that about a week ago, we passed 100 million views, which is nuts. I started this YouTube channel in 2014. Probably didn't start properly posting until 2016, but that's... Thank you for being on this crazy journey with us. Smash that like button down below, ring that bell icon and switch on notifications so you always get notified when these videos go live, and hit that subscribe button if you're new. I hope you have a good day, evening, morning, night, wherever you are. Hustlemade.com if you want to get some of the freshest merch. Currently on sale up to the Open. And the next fresh drop, including this, is going to be in, we're looking at end of April. If no one's told you today, you're all a bunch of legends. We'll catch you in the next one.